don't even know where I'm going with this. I want to reintroduce myself. God, universe, whatever it is up there. This is the last time I'm testing. Probably not, but this is the last time we're gonna do something this ridiculous. And I think I have a purpose here to teach people, to be able to express who they really are, by learning how to do that better for myself as I move through life. I spent a lot of years of my life trying to be accepted by the people whose opinions I care about, parents, family, constantly being pressured to be like the role model, to do the right thing, and like I rebelled against it really hard because I think like most people, we don't like feeling like something can control us or that we're not in control. Push back, trying to force, I finally started doing music after so many years because it's what my childhood dream was. And I started from scratch. I didn't know anything about music, never played an instrument, still can't play a real instrument. But I love philosophy, poetry, writing, reading, and so for me to only pursue music as a form of communication would not be me expressing my truest self. So I want to get more comfortable and confident in just speaking my mind, not waiting for a song to say it on, but if I feel it, just to go with it. And Bill taught me a lot in this life, just overcoming mental barriers. Like, the first thing you have to fight, right, when you're growing up is your parents' rules, right? And then you got the teachers and whatever, and people telling you gotta be like this, and it's like, why do I gotta be like that? I see people on TV who aren't like that. I see people who have wealth that aren't like that. And so I think that image that the rebel against the system can find, I don't know, power or wealth was what drove me to pursue music. But I think like most people, I have self-destructive tendencies, and we all do. We all pick our poison, but we can't judge other people, for what their poison is, But I think the world needs more people who can be honest about themselves. The world could use more people who can be open about their mistakes, to let other people learn from them and put the ego away, because working the job that I do, you see death almost daily, and it's supposed to make you appreciate life and everything, but I don't know, at some point I guess maybe you get kind of numb to it. And I never never had like a total appreciation for life. And I think the best way for me to show that I appreciate that I'm alive every day is to become the person I always wanted to be. We all have little dreams when we're kids. We all think we'll be something one day, whatever it is, a mega star, basketball player, rapper, preacher, writer, you know, an astronaut, whatever it is. Like, you have to pursue that, you know. Like, this life can't just be work. This life can't just be wanting what everybody else wants, you know. Why do you want what you want? And it took me, I spent a lot of time in my head. Like, I deal with suicide issues a lot in my life because I just don't know, you know. I want to know what the reason, what the purpose, why am I here? And because I can never internalize why I think I'm here, or when I do try to express it, like, people don't understand me. And like, when I talk to people about, like, you know, having like a passion for life and going pursuing your passions, like, you know, I say something like on stage and they tell me I'm preaching to a crowd and stuff, and I always feel like when I do feel free to like express myself, like, people come back down, like, to make me small again. And I think a lot of it is just me. I look at what other people are doing, and I feel alone because I feel like there's people that don't see that they could be everything and anything in the world. And maybe it's because I don't really believe that I can. Like, I tell people I believe I can be, you know, one of the highest influential people, but my behaviors say the opposite. The things I do don't lead me towards it. And it's the fear of failing at that. Like, if life could go and I could make it happen exactly the way I want to and envision it, like, I think I could be like the next Kanye West. And that's just me thinking I'm gonna die in a couple hours, like, being really real. I think I could be the next Kanye West of this generation. I was inspired to even believe I could possibly do music because of Kanye West, and be able to get on a stage and move people and motivate people and inspire. And it's like, it's such a hard thing, right? When the people in your life just want you to get a good job, make money, start a family. But like, none of that shit was anything like I could say I truly wanted. I wanted to be a person of influence that inspired. Like, my legacy I want to leave behind is more than just a family and a house for them. Like, I want to do something world changing. I know I have the power in me. I have a lot of self-doubt that clouds that, and I have a lot of issues with bringing these thoughts into this dimension, into this realm. Like, I have huge dreams in my mind and I can see what I can be. Then when it comes to to get there, I don't know what to do. Or I'm always trying, something someone else did. And I don't resonate with the RX Presley that exists right now. Like, when I look at what I've put out, I see someone that's like rushing and forcing himself to be seen a certain way to try to get this message out, when really I could just do this. I don't think I've achieved a lot. I've pursued a life that, and a career where I can help people, and I genuinely just want to help people. But I want to help people early. I want to help people when they're young to pick the path that's truest to them without influence from anything else in this world. Like, we have such a short life, we have so little time here, but we could do great things. Anybody can be Kanye West, anybody can be Elon Musk, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. Like, I live and breathe and I think about the world I want to create so much that I just don't know where to start. And when I pick something, I try to dive deep into it and go with it. And then I think, have these expectations of an outcome, and the outcome doesn't happen. Like, it really bothers me. And I know I have this persona or this image that, like, things don't faze me and that I don't care. But, like, deep down, like, everything, I care too much, I think. I don't, like, money doesn't buy me happiness. It never did. And if that's something I could leave with this last message, if it's my last, money is not gonna buy happiness. You will not find happiness in more material. Like, more material, more. Like, you're not gonna find happiness, because there's always more to get. There's a whole world that could be yours, right? If you fucking want it, you can take everything. But then, like, if that's a legacy you want to leave, then leave that. But I know for a fact that the universe, God, everything, if you take the life you have for granted and you pursue everything material, it'll get taken from you at some point. If you're lucky, you can take it all to the grave, but then what do you have after that? What did you leave behind after that? And don't seek more for selfish reasons. Seek more because it can help people, if that's the reason you want to seek more. Like, every bit of money, whatever, from now on, I'm going to use to pursue the life that I truly want. And to make that real for me, I got rid of just about everything designer that I own. Jewelry, whatever. Don't care to flex or flaunt it anymore, because the people that I think I'm talking to are people like me. And at one point in my life, yeah, I like that flashy shit. You know, of course I did. That's why I bought so much. That's why I worked years to buy and accumulate. But it didn't bring me any peace or happiness. If anything, it made me feel like a prisoner. I was a prisoner to uphold everything I worked for and the material world, and I had to lose it all and give it all up to really find myself again. That kid that just wanted to be able to get on stage and make people feel something, make people feel alive, make people want more, inspire more. I think I'm becoming that person that would inspire that kid. I don't even know. I'm so close to getting to the SkyDive place. Like, I don't know what my message is. I've just been rambling. But nothing in this material world is gonna fix problems inside of you, in your mind. The feeling of emptiness, the feeling of alone, the feeling that if I had more, you know, these feelings would go away, these thoughts would go away. You have to figure out deep down what the root of that is. And if it's just that you see the world differently than everybody else, just, I don't know, maybe this will work. Maybe if I put down my deepest, honest thoughts, admit my flaws, my mistakes, put things out for people to learn, just like I always wanted to, starting now, like be who I want to be today. Maybe it'll work. Maybe my message gets to you, whoever feels like me. Yourself in life, find realignment, rebalance, and that's where I think I'm headed. I felt like I needed to achieve a certain level of success for people to listen to me or to take me serious, and so that's what I was pursuing. But then at what point am I going to turn into the person that spreads love, that spreads honesty, pureness, good? Just like, I want everybody to win. I want everybody to express themselves. I love seeing people pursue their passions and their dreams. Like, there's nothing I love more in life, because it makes me feel confident that I can continue to pursue mine. So whatever it is, if you're a deep thinker like me, if you feel alone in this world, and I'm gonna keep putting these messages out. It's therapy for me. So I call this like a meditation. I don't know what else to say. If I make it down, I promise to be the realest, truest, purest form of myself, create the best art, make my life my artwork, not just the music. I want my life to be my art, and I'll pursue everything, you know, that I want, in hopes that I can inspire at least one person, 10 people, 100 people to pursue whatever it is they want. Life is all about growth, evolution, growing pain. And when you feel pain, we're not here to numb it. We're not here to like disconnect. You gotta feel it all the way through so you can grow and learn. And when you learn something, you gotta pass it on. that's it. I feel like it's my duty to pass on, like my duty as a human for humanity, for all of us, is to be open and honest. And that we can make the world amazing. We can make life amazing for everybody if we stop hiding our intentions, if we stop having intentions that only serve ourselves. I no longer want to just serve myself anymore. I live for you. If you're watching this, I live for that kid in me who thought he could get on a stage with 10,000 people in a crowd and move them and make them feel something. So that's all I'm gonna pursue from now, whether it's on a screen or on a stage. Just be real, be honest, make you feel, and how to prove that material success isn't everything. See good in people, put positive energy out, hoping, the world will mirror it back the way I believe the world works. I don't know. Love is real. Love is real, and find somebody to love. Like, I love Belle, like she's me, as egotistical as that sounds. As much as I want to see myself grow and win, I want to see her grow and win. I think that's what love is. Love doesn't have any conditions. Love doesn't have rules. Love doesn't have anything. It's just wanting best for everybody, for seeing, change your perspective, look for the good in people, see them for what they can be. Don't judge people off their past, don't judge people off of things they can't control. Don't hold people to their past. People can change. People deserve a second chance. People deserve a third chance. People deserve every chance.
Can't base whatever they did in the past to be who they are.
Yeah, you're not defined by your past. You're defined by your legacy, what you leave the world with.
Mm-hmm.
You're defined by what you think you're working towards, what you think you're becoming. When I meet people, I don't care what your past is. I want to know where do you think you're headed.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what are your dreams. What do you want out of life? What do you think you can be? If you could have everything and anything and make the world happen for you, like what do you want to be? That's all I care about in people. I don't care about your past. I don't care. I want to know. I want to see you become everything you want to be, and I want to see me become everything I want to be. And we're here. Maybe we'll keep up with a little bit of footage, but
so this is gonna be the view.
So if I don't make it, just know that I really try my best to express and fight against myself to be an inspiration to the younger me, and that's all I want to be. And I hope Belle can just release all the music that I have on my computer and everything, and all the content, every video, just post it up, whatever it is, whatever my intentions were, may they be felt and seen. But gotta park, so see you guys on the other side.
Guys.